Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to urge you guys to keep going. So guys, I don't know your life, right? And here's a powerful message that's going to inspire you, I hope. We all are incarnates of the one God, right? So whatever your experience is or has been over the course of your lifetime is a direct placement of God, what God wants for you, so that you can be the best shining version of yourself, right? So what do I mean by that? Well, some people have things that happen to them at a very young age, right? Some people say they have traumas, they have bad experiences with their parents. Maybe they were abused in some way, or maybe they grew up with no money. Maybe they were homeless, right? Whatever. Like, dude, there's so many things, right? Like, so we're all aware that everyone has different things that they went through that are shitty, right? So if you're struggling with something right now, and it could be anything from a job you hate, it could be anything from a relationship that isn't going well, it can be anything from a health problem, right? It could be anything from a financial things that you are unsure about or you're trying to figure out. Whatever it is, guys, keep going, right? Because here's the thing. You've got this far, right? And there's a lot of people that kill themselves, right? So you got to remember, if you're able to live another day, right? If you're able to wake up and see the sunrise, right? If you're able to breathe fresh air, if you're able to walk, right? If you're able to just go through your day without any, ailments or broken legs or broken fingers, or, God forbid, you break a bone and you're unable to walk or something like that, right? Whatever. If you're able to breathe, if you're able to see the sunrise, if you're able to speak, if you're able to hear, if you're able to taste food, if you're able to smell fresh roses, or if you're able to smell the beautiful air, if you're able to smell the trees, right? If you're able to do any of these things, I want to urge you to keep going, right? Even if you don't like your life situation, even if you're suffering, even if you're dealing with something that is shitty, right? Because here's the thing. If you are able to get through that thing, right? Whether you are able to, let's say you have a shitty job, right? And you're able to make enough money so that you can quit, or you're able to get another job, right? If you're able to get through that experience, right, without killing yourself, or without, just completely giving up on life, right? Stop doing the things that you know are going to get you to where you want to be. If you're able to keep doing that, right, day in and day out, I think that you will thrive, you will be successful, you will be able to smile at the end of the day, right? Even and have a sense that even though you don't like what's going on, even though that you're going through a shitty situation, that you know that the fact that you're able to persevere and get through that adversity, that you'll eventually get to where you need to be, right? And here's the thing. Why would you want it otherwise, right? I know a lot of people say this, right? But it's the things that suck that end up being the things that we tell later on in our lives to our family, to our friends, in our communities, that inspire other people to change, right? So I know this is kind of like cliche and people are really speaking on it a lot, but it's those things that you are experiencing right now. It's those addictions that you're fighting. It's that shitty boss. It's that arguing relationship, right? It's that broken bone, right? It's being down 3-1 in the NBA Finals and coming back, right? That inevitably are the things that inspire other people to be like, okay, I'm going through this thing. If he can do it, if he can get through that shit, I can get through it, right? So we always want the result. We want the freedom from the immediate discomfort, right? Or the ongoing discomfort that may last a week, a month, a year, several years, whatever thing we're going through. We want it gone right away. But I urge you, right, to embrace where you're at, right? And learn to just be like, at the end of the day, just be like, okay, this is my life right now, right? It sucks. I don't like it, but it's not going to last forever, right? And second to that is knowing that, hey, this sucks right now, but there's another thing. People have been through a lot worse things that I'm experiencing right now, right? You guys know, right? There's things that humans dealt with for freaking years. It's funny, I follow this one account on Twitter. I forget what or X. I forget what the account is, but the account shows like different ways like humans used to torture each other, right? And bro, like some of the things I look at, I'm like, damn, like that's what humans dealt with like thousands of years ago. And we're complaining about depression. We're complaining about not having enough money, or we're complaining about all the stupid things. We're complaining about our little arguments in our relationships. We're complaining about our boss. Bro, there was a lot worse things that humans had to overcome to get to the modern civilized world that you see in front of you. So the fact is that humans have gone through a lot worse, right? Think of the Holocaust. Think of the constant wars. Think of famine. Think of like crazy shit like that like really like pushed humans to their survival limit. And really like those were like life and death situations. Think of being tortured, right? I don't want to be too grotesque here, but like there was this, like I just mentioned it, but there was this, like I said, there was this, I forget what it's called, but basically they force like someone to sit on like a sharp, like, I don't know, like a blade thing, right? And it goes like, it splits your body in between. Bro, think of that happening to you, right? And then picture your life right now. It's not that bad, right? So, you know, like I said, I'm just doing this to kind of give you guys some contrast bias here, to kill your contrast bias, right? Because oftentimes we think that there's nothing worse than what we're going through right now, right? And I'm here to tell you that yes, there are worse things. And I know it sucks, right? Because the only experience we have is our current experience in this moment right now. So if you're going through a seriously painful thing like an addiction, a breakup, a bankruptcy, right? A loss of a job, a loss of a loved one, it can feel like life's over, right? But like I said, the sun eventually will shine tomorrow, and your problem will eventually pass, right? And you got to get comfortable. Here's the thing, right? Life is a constant. It's going to constantly throw things at you that you're going to have to overcome, and you're going to have to embrace so that you can experience that thing and come on the other side to inspire other people, right? Because if you think of God, right? God is all about contrast, right? God is all about experiencing negative things so it can know itself, right? Because like I've mentioned a lot in my videos, if you don't know what evil is, if you don't know what torture is, right? If you don't know what addiction is, you can't know what sobriety is like. You can't know what freedom is like, right? If you don't know what slavery is like, how can you enjoy freedom, right? So everything that you have that's painful or are currently experiencing or have experienced, right? Don't be so quick to be like, yeah, I don't want to deal with this, right? Because it's that exact thing that you're going to be like, damn, bro, I was able to overcome that thing, right? That people are going to one day look up to you and be like, hey, bro, how'd you do that? And you'll be able to give them your wisdom, your gems, your tips on how you were able to get through that thing. So don't shy away from discomfort. Don't shy away from your problems, right? Embrace them, right? If you're going through withdrawals because you're trying to overcome an addiction, be with the withdrawals, sit through the withdrawals. If you're relapsing, just be okay with the fact that you relapsed, right? And just understand that it's going to pass, right? Because we all evolve, we all grow, we all get through things, right? The only way you fail, I guess, in life is if you do one of two things, right? You stop trying, you stop knowing that you have to keep going, that you have to keep overcoming, right? Or you kill yourself, right? Those are the only ways you fail in life. So yeah, life's hard because you have to deal with the pain, right? And we're by ourselves most of the time. We don't really have there's really not a lot of ways for us to deal with our pain, right? And get through it. So yeah, we have to experience the pain. That's the sad thing about life. Like, in a way, it's like, yeah, we're forced to deal with the pain, right? So pain is not something that's going to go away, right? I mean, you get through the pain, but eventually you just have to come to the grips and come to accept that that's what's gonna give you your uniqueness in life, right? Because like I said, we all have different things. Every single person has a unique different thing that they're dealt with, that God has placed on their lives so that they can overcome that and shine, right? if you were not addicted to pornography, right? Like I was, right, for a long time, every single day, then I wouldn't have been able to know and have the awareness of the fact that I could develop a virtue, right? I'd have to develop the virtue of temperance to be able to overcome it, right? And the virtue of self-control to be able to overcome it, right? I wouldn't be able to inspire you guys and show you guys how I deal with these things, right? Or overcoming depression, right? I wouldn't have, if I wasn't depressed, right? Or I didn't feel some sort of like tightness in my body or frustration and feeling tired, I wouldn't know about natural ways to heal your depression, like getting in a cold shower, getting in nature, right? Barefoot walking, getting sunlight, these different things. So it's those exact things that you struggle with that God has placed on your life is going to be the exact thing that you overcome, and that you one day show other people how to overcome, right? That's the whole game of life in a nutshell. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them down below. And as always, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.